Hello trader, I'm going to do a complete multi-time frame analysis on NASDAQ and US30. Let's see what kind of trading opportunity currently we have in this instrument. From the lower time frame, we can see that NASDAQ and US30 currently showing significant trading opportunity. Now, before we discuss how we can trade, first let's look at bigger picture. Looking at the monthly time frame, starting with NASDAQ. Now, NASDAQ, we saw that previous months has formed this long week candle on the monthly time frame. Now, this market overextended to the upside with this monthly impulse, created this move. Now you see that Nasdaq currently coming down for a deeper pullback. Now, if we take our Fibonacci from low to the high, we can see that Nasdaq currently coming down for a minimum pullback, which is the 38.2% Fibonacci level that we can expect for the price to come down and to test this level. Now, if we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly perspective, also Nasdaq currently showing potentially downside for a deeper pullback. Now, this is the weekly impulse starting with this weekly movement followed by this correction. The price is creating series of higher high and higher low, which is an uptrending market structure. Now, along this zone, we saw that Nasdaq has created this impulse followed by this correction back to back 2 weeks drop. We have seen the last week of trading, we have seen the price has formed this long week candle, has got rejected from this resistance level. With that rejection, we see that the price currently below this weekly support level, and we can expect Nasdaq this week also come down to create a new lower low. What I think that this week we might see that Nasdaq coming down to this weekly 20 EMA. Now, if we look at the daily time frame, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is the daily bearish engulfer. Now, if we closely look at, we can see that this daily bearish engulfer has crossed the high, and also it has crossed the complete zone with a full body red. That was a strong rejection last day of trading week, has given a very high probability in Nasdaq to continue to drop towards its long-term downtrending direction. Now, if we look at further lower time frame to see where we can find trading opportunity, we can see that last day of trading week there was a massive drop in this lower time frame, has broken out of this structure completely, leaving a support level here, which is a significant level. What I think that Nasdaq this week initially we could see an upside, a pullback, completing a head and shoulder, testing this support level here as a resistance, and along this line we can expect Nasdaq to give us suitable entry opportunity along this zone. As soon as you will find suitable entry, you will consider going short on Nasdaq with a high probability trade setup with our students. Now let's look at US30. Let's see what kind of trading opportunity currently we have. Now US30, we can see that from the lower time frame also same pattern as Nasdaq. Now if you look at monthly, we can see that from the monthly perspective, previous months US30 has formed a giant bearish candle, which has also a long wick at the bottom. Now, as a result, this month, we have seen that US30 initially has gone up as usual, but couldn't make much along this zone. We saw that there is a significant rejection from this level. Currently, the price below this monthly opening and closing, this is a very important level of resistance. What I think that in the upcoming weeks, we could see the price might reject from this level, and even we could see a drop further to break this monthly low. Now, if we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly perspective, this is a long week doji. On the weekly has crossed this previous weekly high, which is the red zone. And from that zone, we saw a sharp rejection, giving a very high probability this week US30 to come down. And I think that this week we might see a break of this previous weekly low. As we have seen, high is broken, has rejected, we can expect now the price to come down, test the low, or even create a new lower low. So this week we could see US30 remaining downside. Now if we look at the daily, we can see that last day of trading week a sharp bearish engulfer, which is a textbook bearish engulfer after this bullish move, immediate rejection, giving a very high probability for US30 to drop to the downside. Now this is the resistance line here on US30. In this is the resistance here, and also resistance here. In that resistance, we could can expect now in the upcoming days the price to go up, test this resistance, and then to continue to drop to this support level from the lower time frame perspective. Now if you look at the 4 hour time frame, we can see that US30 in this time frame, this is the resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. In that resistance level, what we can expect on US30 for the price to go ahead and complete a head and shoulder, and then to continue to drop to create a new lower low. Now this is the zone that I will be waiting for US30 to create a new lower low. As soon as we will find suitable entry opportunity on US30 along the zone, we will consider going short with a high probability trade setup with our students. If you find value in this analysis, then smash the like button and also leave a comment below to support this idea. Thank you. I'll see you soon in my next analysis.